Right, stop messing now. Come on.
Come on, I've got to get to work.
Well, you won't be doing that much longer, will you? Thanks to you know who.
Who, Dad? What? Who?
You can't blame Stephen for that.
Said I was.
I mean, he's been good enough to us as it is.
Oh, why, yeah, taking Nicky on, that's family, but oh no, this is business.
Well, not everybody wants a backstreet cafe.
Well, you better keep your fingers crossed that somebody does, because otherwise you and Alma are stuck with each other.
They don't look too happy.
Well, Gail won't want the cafe to close, will she? She could lose her job.
Yeah, well, don't you spend your time worrying about them.
You don't think Mike's going to sack me after all, do you?
He's got to keep someone on, Sam.
Yeah, but if it's a case of last in, first out, there's women been there a lot longer than I have.
Look, Mike doesn't do anything by the book. And anyway, they'll find other jobs.
Have you got any vacancies?
What? For a middle-aged machinist? No.
See you later.
Yeah, tell her.
You don't read that, do you?
Oh, I cast my eye over the television page.
Haven't you done enough fetching and carrying for Barlow?
That's my business.
Yeah, I suppose it is. This is your business as well. I put Crimea Street on the market. I need to sell it quick. I need the cash.
Does that mean I'll be losing my job as caretaker?
More than that. The new buyer's probably going to want you out.
What? Out the building? All of us?
Yeah, prospective buyers don't like sitting tenants. Fact of life.
I see.
Look, I'm sorry it's come to this, but if I don't sell some assets, I'm going to be broke.
Is things that bad then?
Well, I'm spending out a lot of money, but I'm getting nothing back in. Crimea Street's only part of the problem. But listen, don't tell the others yet. I told you because I wanted to give you a chance to...
Find other accommodation, yeah.
You know, I'd take this as an opportunity to get away from here. Why spend your life around here?
A lot of people do. Some of them quite like it.
Only those with no choice, no ambition. Don't sell yourself cheap this time.
I don't believe it. 2 weeks in sunshine, I come back to this lot.
Bet you wish you'd stayed out there.
Wish I'd never gone. I'm spent up. And where am I going to get some money if this place shuts?
Well, you'll shuffle off to the job centre like the rest of us.
Now, can we have your attention, ladies, please?
Oh, you can that. We're all ears.
Mr. Baldwin has something to say.
It's about time.
Yeah, what's happening, Mr. Baldwin?
We have a right to know.
Well, you will if you let me open my mouth.
Well, go on then.
Well, the news isn't good, I'm afraid. I've tried everything to keep the factory open. I've called in favours, I've threatened, I've pleaded, I've even made promises I can't deliver. There's just nothing out there.
You're shutting us down.
Well, not unless I have to. I've got one new order for some sportswear, similar to the stuff we're making for K-Back, but it's just not enough. We'll be running below capacity.
How much below?
Well, I'll have to lay some of you off.
What did I tell you?
How many, Mr. Baldwin?
At least half, perhaps 2/3.
Will you be picking names out of a hat?
No, Ida, we won't be doing that.
No, you'll be sent for during the course of the day. I think that's better than just sticking a list on the notice board, don't you?
You haven't got much choice, have you?
Right, well, that's all I've got to say, ladies. And thank you for your attention.
That's all I need. A face-to-face with Baldwin. He's never really liked me. Do you know, he's going to right enjoy telling me to sling my hook.
Mr. Baldwin, these new designs for the new order,
Yeah,
well, they're not new at all.
aren't they?
This is the same pattern that we used for K-Back.
No, they're similar. I mean, you've seen one tracksuit, you've seen them all, haven't you?
No, they're exactly the same, look.
So?
Well, we can't use these designs.
Well, I'll obviously have to make a few alterations here and there, won't I?
But the fabric's the same. I mean, that's illegal, isn't it, surely?
Have you worked out how many machinists we're going to need?
Oh, yeah, well, that's easy enough. We manufacture half of what we were doing, so we just need half the women.
So do you want me to send home 30 women from here tonight with a job? Or do you want me to send home 60 with a week's wages in their P45?
I don't know.
Because I'm quite willing to sack 30, Sal. I've got no choice. But if you want the rest of them sacked, you go out there and tell them. Because I'm not. you looking so down in the mouth about? A young man like you, the world's your oyster.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sugden. That would be £2.50.
Oh, it won't. This is pays for your own. £1.25. There it is. And I'll bid you good day. Oh, and don't ask for a tip, because the service was very slow and a wipe down with a damp cloth wouldn't call amiss. As we're telling the managers next time I come in.
Take no notice. I know Mr. Sugden, he won't say a word to Alma.
Won't matter if he does.
Oh?
Alma and I have come to the end of our partnership.
They've had words.
I'm sure you must have heard. Must be all over Weatherfield by now.
Mrs. Bishop, don't listen to tittle-tattle. She's not the type.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Well, we found we couldn't work together any longer. We're no longer partners.
Alma's share of the business is up for sale, so it's the end of Jim's caff as we know it.
Will you have to sell up too?
I hope not. I'm waiting to see who takes over.
I'll be ashamed if a good business like this goes to the wall. I mean, this is more than just a cafe. It's an amenity. It's a second home to some people, where they can eat and drink and meet their friends.
Hi.
Hi, Steve.
Is this for my benefit?
No, of course not.
But he's upset he may lose his job.
Yes.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. I really do, but you know the situation I'm in.
Yes, of course.
I just don't want to go back to Canada with bad feeling between us.
There's no bad feeling, Stephen. I asked you because I thought you might be able to help. If you can't, you can't.
Well, in a year or so, things might be a lot different.
Well, we'll have sorted it out by then. Take no notice of Roy.
He doesn't understand big business.
He doesn't understand small business. He thinks money grows on trees.
Not a lot of them around.
No.
Look, I'm on my way to the airport, and I'll give you a call when I get home and give you an update on Nikki.
Yes, do that.
Okay, and I'll see you next time I'm over.
Yes, or we might come and see you.
I'd like that, sis. Bye.
Bye, Stephen.